Hello students, let's do integers exercise 1C questions 8 to 13. So we are on page number 15 and we are with question 8. 17 minus, we have a square bracket here, again 17 minus curly bracket, 17 minus parenthesis or common bracket, minus, and we have a bar bracket here. Under the bar bracket we have 17 minus 17. Now let me quickly go through the order of removal of brackets. According to Bodmer's, there is a particular order to follow. So first we remove the bar bracket, which is a bar that is drawn above numbers. So first the bar bracket has to be removed, after which you remove the common bracket or the parenthesis. We call it the parenthesis, the common name, and this is a commonly used bracket, so we also call it the common bracket. So this is how it is. Then the next one that you have to remove is the curly bracket. Curly brackets look like this, and finally the square bracket. So if you have an expression which has a number of brackets, there is a particular order to follow. So first you will open the bar bracket that has to be removed first. After that the parenthesis or the common brackets, then the curly bracket and the square bracket. So this is in alphabetical order. If you see B and then common, then curly and square. So this will help you remember. So now let's begin. According to this, we have to work out what is under the bar bracket first. So we are going to work out this particular operation, 17 minus 17. Remember, the rest of it will remain the same. So 17 minus, and I have the square bracket inside which I have 17 minus, then the curly bracket 17 minus the common bracket or the parenthesis 17 minus. Now what is under the bar bracket is 17 minus 17, which is 0. So I've removed my bar bracket. I put back my parenthesis, the curly bracket and the square bracket. So now we have finished with bar bracket. The bar bracket is over. The next thing that we need to do is the parenthesis. We need to remove that. So bar bracket is over. Next parenthesis, that is this. What do we have underneath? Here we have 17 minus 0. So let's work out 17 as it is minus square bracket 17 minus curly bracket 17 minus. Now what is inside the parenthesis? 17 minus 0. 17 minus 0 is 17. So parenthesis is removed, put back the curly bracket and the square bracket. So now we have only two brackets left, that is the square bracket and the curly bracket. And according to Bodmer's, we have to do the curly bracket first. So let's do this first. So what is within the curly bracket is this. We need to work that out. So let's begin. 17 minus, in square bracket we have 17 minus, now we're going to remove the curly brackets by simplifying what is inside. 17 minus 17 is inside, that is equal to 0. Now curly brackets are removed, put back the square bracket. Now we have only one square bracket left, so we can work that out. 17 minus 0 is there inside the square bracket, isn't it? So 17 minus 0 is 17. So this is the final step, 17 minus 17, which is 0. So this is our final answer. So the final answer for question 8 is 0. Question 9. Now let's look for all the brackets that are there. We have the square bracket, the curly bracket, the parenthesis and the bar bracket. So let's just quickly go through the order. We have bar bracket, parenthesis, curly bracket and the square bracket. This is the order. So first let's work on the bar bracket, that is 80 plus 7. So the rest of it will remain as it is, 2550 minus, we have the square bracket 510 minus curly bracket 270 minus parenthesis 90 minus. Now let's work out what's under the bar bracket. 80 plus 7 is 87. So bar bracket is removed, close all the other brackets. So now we have three brackets left, the square bracket, the curly bracket and the parenthesis. So according to this, we have to work out the parenthesis first. So let's open this, that is 90 minus 87. So let's continue the sum, 2550 minus square bracket 510 minus curly bracket 270 minus, now 90 minus 87 is 3. So we've removed the parenthesis, put back the curly bracket and the square bracket. So only two brackets left, the square bracket and the curly bracket, and the curly bracket has to be done before the square bracket. So we're going to do this first, that is 270 minus 3. So 2550 minus 510 minus, now let's remove the curly bracket by subtracting 270 minus 3. So borrow from here, this becomes 6, this is 10, 10 minus 3 is 7, 6 and 2. So we have 267 and the curly brackets are removed, so we put back only the square bracket. So this is the last one that has to be removed. So we need to work out what is inside. So let's begin. 2550 minus. Now let's subtract 510 and 267. Let's subtract the 2. We need to borrow here. So this is 0 and 10. Now 10 minus 7 is 3. Now again I need to borrow. So this becomes 4 and this becomes 10. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. So I have 243. Now I have to minus these two numbers. That is 2550 minus 243. So let's subtract this. Now we need to borrow. So this becomes 4 and this is 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. 4 minus 4 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. And then we have 2 here. So we have 2307. 2307, which is our final answer. Question 10. So once again, let's look for the brackets. We have the square bracket, curly bracket, parenthesis, and the bar bracket. We have all four brackets. So the bar bracket has to be removed first, this one. So let's write everything else. So we have 30 plus square bracket, and then we have curly bracket minus 2 into parenthesis 25 minus, now let's work out what's under the bar bracket. 13 minus 3 is 10. So bar brackets are removed. Put back all the other brackets. So now we have square bracket, curly bracket and the parenthesis. And according to Bodmer's, we need to work out parenthesis first. Now we'll write everything else as it is. So here we have 30 plus square bracket, curly bracket minus 2 into. Now we're going to remove the parenthesis. 25 minus 10 is 15. So parentheses are removed. Put back the curly bracket and the square bracket. So now we have only two brackets, square and curly has to be worked out. So what is inside this is what we are going to work out. That is minus 2 into 15. So the next step will be 30 plus square bracket, then minus 2 into 15. So minus into plus, because here it is a plus sign. So first multiply the signs. Minus into plus is minus. Now multiply the numbers. 2 into 15. 15 twos are 30. Close the square bracket. We have removed the curly bracket. Now here we have 30. Now we are going to remove the square bracket. Whenever you remove brackets, you need to see what is the sign before the bracket. If the sign is plus, we can write minus 30 as it is. But if the sign is minus, you have to change the sign. You have to change the sign and write. But now since it is plus, there is no change. We are going to write minus 30 as it is. So now 30 minus 30 is 0. So the answer to this question also is 0. Question 11. 88 minus, in curly brackets we have 5 minus 48 divided by minus 60. And then brackets are closed. Now we can rewrite this in this way. We can write 88 minus curly brackets 5 minus, Now here we can show this division like this. Minus 48 divided by minus 16. I'm just putting it in the form of a fraction. Now I'm closing the brackets. That's minus 48 divided by minus 16. So this will be 88 minus curly bracket 5 minus, now let's work out this minus 48, this division, minus 48 divided by minus 16. So first let's work on the signs. So here we have minus and minus. When the signs are the same, the quotient will be positive. The quotient will be positive because it's division. We are talking about the quotient. So here the quotient is positive because the signs are the same. When signs are the same, the quotient is positive. So we have cancelled off this. So the signs have been removed. Now we're going to divide 48 by 16. 16 threes are 48. 16 threes are 48. So what do we have here? Plus 3 or simply 3. So let's write that down here. So here we already have 5 minus, and what we just got is 3. 5 minus 3, and now we close brackets. Now next step, 88 minus, now we need to work out what is within the curly brackets. So within the curly brackets we have 5 minus 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Now we have removed our curly brackets also. Now this is a simple step. 88 minus 2 is 86. So our final answer to this question is 86. Question 12. So here we have the common brackets and we have the bar bracket. The common or the parenthesis. So we have parenthesis and the bar bracket, and according to Bodmer's, the bar bracket has to be removed first. So let's begin this. So this will be 9 into parenthesis 8 minus, we have to work this out. 3 plus 2 is 5. So the bar bracket is removed. Then we go on to the next part, 2. Now, if there is no sign here, can you see? There's no sign between the number and the brackets. It's understood that it is a multiplication sign. So put a multiplication sign there. Then we put the parenthesis as it is, 2 plus, and then we're going to work out what is under the bar bracket. That is 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. And now we can close the brackets. Now, in the next step, we have to remove the parenthesis here and the parenthesis in the other part also. So let's begin. 9 into 8 minus 5 is 3 minus 2 into 2 plus 6 is 8. So again, here we have to follow rules of Bodmer's because here we have a multiplication, subtraction and multiplication. And according to Bodmer's, multiplication has to be done first. So we have to multiply this and this. So let's do that. 9 threes are 27 minus 2 eights are 16. So we can subtract that 27 minus 16. Let's do that subtraction. 7 minus 6 is 1 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So 27 minus 16 is 11. So our answer here is 11. Question 12, the answer is 11. Question 13. So again here let's look for the brackets, square brackets, curly brackets, parenthesis and bar bracket. So bar bracket has to be removed first. So what do we have here? 2 minus square bracket 3 minus curly bracket 6 minus parenthesis 5 minus. Now work out what's under the bar bracket. 4 minus 3 is 1. So bar brackets are removed. Put back all the other brackets. So now we have 3 brackets here, square, curly and parenthesis, and parenthesis has to be done next. So let's do that. 2 minus 3 minus curly bracket 6 minus. Now 5 minus 1 is 4. So parentheses are removed, curly brackets and square brackets are put back. Now we have to work out what is within the curly brackets. So what do we have here now? 2 minus square bracket 3 minus 6 minus 4 is 2. So curly brackets are removed, we put back the square brackets. So we have only the square brackets left, which we will remove now. So this will be 2 minus 3 minus 2 is 1. So final step, 2 minus 1 is 1. So our answer to this question is 1. So this is a final answer. With this, children, we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.